Hey Bits and Bytes, let's Talkujo. You've probably heard by now, unless you're someone like me. I only found out because my sisters just flew into town to visit, and they told me. But I guess Satoru Iwata, the current CEO of Nintendo, he passed away from like a bile duct growth. I don't know what that is. I'm not particularly curious, but it does sound like terrible. But at 55, that's really... it's really affected me, for some reason. I don't know. In the technology field, I've seen plenty of innovators and big players come and go, and I feel bad because lost life is just lost life, and that's just like an abyss that is an enigma and all that. And then I see people uploading videos, crying about it and stuff, and I'm like, come on, guys. But I guess I kind of get it because I followed the guy fairly closely, I don't know. I've been really fortunate to not have anyone close to me pass away in my lifetime. I had an uncle who died from cancer like almost a decade ago, but he lived on the other side of the U.S. and it didn't touch me. I've been very fortunate for that. But when I heard the news, I got kind of lightheaded and a little queasy. It just yeah, I don't know. It's really strange. It feels like it's so young to pass, and it's just, it's a known thing, in Japan, that the Japanese businessmen, they overwork themselves. They work insane hours, and they hardly see their families, and a lot of them they'll just up and have a heart attack from overwork and all the stress, and, Iwata was a CEO, but with the Japanese business ethic, he didn't just cut a paycheck and go home like in the U.S. or anything. Like, he actually worked, and when his company was in peril, he took pay cuts, and I respect that. I just can't imagine the stress of everything that Nintendo's gone through in recent years. Helped at all, And I've made comics about kind of featuring him more of in an antagonistic role, because he was like the avatar that represented the bad decisions that I felt Nintendo had made. But of course, like, I know that it wasn't just him making those decisions. Like, you think, really? Like, Nintendo has like a board of like 50 people who make these decisions. And I feel like I don't feel like I have a pretty good sense of when I think an apology is due, and I don't really feel like it's something I should apologize for, because, like I said, it's just so distant from who the man really was. But I just feel odd about it. I feel off, and I feel like I still just, for some kind of odd, like, selfish man-child closure, for what little it's worth, for even for the fact that it means, like, nothing, like, sorry, Iwata, I hold no grudges against dead men. I hope whatever happens after this is good for you. If there is such a thing. So, I mean, I guess that's it. I'd cover other topics that I've been meaning to do a Let's Talkujo for, but it would just feel kind of inappropriate. So I guess we're just going to end it here. I'm not going to do some PR thing. I'm not going to try to write off this. I'm not going to do a memorial stream or whatever. Just, that's sad. Just wanted to share that with you, because I don't, like, when I talked about how it kind of bugged me, how it really made me feel wrong. I was with my sisters and Tenorio and Lily, and we're out to eat, and they're just like blank staring, like they don't get it, So maybe you do, or if you don't, at least this will just be a diary video if nothing else. So I guess that's it. So thanks for watching, and next Let's Talkujo will be a little less down, I guess, right? As long as everyone stops dying. See you then.